On August 1st, 1914, Russia declared war upon Austria-Hungary. Because of the complex web of alliances throughout Europe, America's allies looked for an answer. As a response, Woodrow Wilson gave his recommendation to Congress in his Statement of Neutrality.
Every man who really loves America will act and speak in the true spirit of neutrality.
Woodrow Wilson is not coming forth and stating that the United States will remain neutral, but recognizing that the power is in the hands of the people. When he shares his opinions on the matter of neutrality, he comes forth as someone merely stating what he thinks should be done.
The people of the United States are drawn from many nations, and chiefly from the nations now at war. It is natural and inevitable that there should be utmost variety of sympathy and desire among them with regard to the issues and circumstances of the conflict.
Wilson is reminding residents of the United States that since we are all from other countries, we are bound to have some desire to intervene with the conflict currently taking place in the European countries.
Such divisions among us would be fatal to our peace of mind and might seriously stand in the way of the proper performance of our duty as the one great nation of peace, the one people holding itself ready to play a part of impartial mediation and speak the counsels of peace and accommodation, not as a partisan, but as a friend.
Here Wilson is further reinforcing his foreign policy, as well as reminding us of our position in this war as a mediator, who is only trying to get the best for the countries around us. The President is also sharing his opinion that we need to remain one nation, not split into multiple separate doctrines. Wilson recognizes that the final decision will be based on the people of America, the people who speak in the streets or at the pulpits. But he urges those who have an opinion on our great nation venturing into war to consider their reasoning for supporting such an effort. The President's neutrality statement says that we need to be sure that we avoid making decisions on impulses and regretting it for the rest of that time. And as Wilson sought to be America's role to be a mediator among the conflict at hand, and we would be unable to fulfill that role with a bias, Wilson thinks that anyone who actually stands for America and wants the best for their country should remain neutral, not just in name, but in fact. This is not a contribution to the United States joining the war. In fact, it turned us away from the war effort. Wilson was able to convince people that any intervention would merely be off of an impulse and would be regretted by them later.